sure.
What do you do it? That's not how you do it, Clint.
Wasps.
The amount of metal that is in a house remodel is usually pretty substantial. You have trim, gutters, downspouts, steel sheds in this case, leftover junk, appliances, all kinds of things, and it had quite a pile in the front yard. One of the neighbors down the street asked if he could take the metals. He came up and talked to me. He was super nice about it. I said, yeah, sure, take anything that's in the front yard that you want. And he got all of that cleaned up. They only left a little bit of stuff behind, but it was all stuff that was, non-metallic. So I can understand why they wouldn't want to haul out that. And with this shed getting out of the yard, most of the metal that we've had, except for some of the leftover wiring, which is going to get reused because it's in relatively good shape, is all off the property, and yet another step done for the project.
That is a cobweb.
Well, I haven't been able to film a whole lot today. I was able to get some basic wiring in for over here. A lot of this is going to have to change, but now, and I know it's not a switch, I'm aware, but this is what we got right this second. Power! So we have garage style lights in a number of different spots in here. We've got pretty good light all around. Well, this is exciting. We have power. We have power to the main house. We have power out here to the shop. This is the only thing that's turned on right now. I do not have the main house turned on. I'm probably not going to for a little bit yet, because our next step is going to be out this door and across we've got the well house. And this is probably the shortest shot to be able to run the wire to find out if that well is good. So we're going to run it and see if we can get water out of the well, see if the pump will kick on. If the pump will kick on, what kind of water are we getting? If we can't get anything out of it, we'll pull the well pump and check that out and see how deep it is. But this is just testing phase. And then we'll run the wire over from the main house to the well through the buried line, which is trenched. And then we'll have that power ready to go. And hopefully the well's good. If not, we'll talk to the municipal and get on the water supply here. Not bad, 4 hours from the time that they put in the wiring while watching the kids here today, which has not happened with any of the others. I wasn't able to take very much video as a result. But we've got lights, we've got working outlets. The air conditioner is confirmed bad, so that's not going to work for us for this space. It is 94 degrees and 88% humidity. So yeah, it is muggy in here right now. So this is basically what we've had for the past week. It was a little bit better on Saturday, if that was true. But for the most part, it's just wet and stifling heat and muggy, and the kids just can't sit in here and deal with that while I'm working. So I need to get everything closed up so that they can be in here while I'm continuing on with the house. And yeah, so we have lights, we have power, we can run fans and air conditioning, everything else that modern convenience allows us that's not just on a battery. And I am happy to be to this point because they came in, they pulled that line, they were out of here. And now we can fill in the trenches. I can fill in the trench for this building. And we'll go over some of the details on the outside of what I got done today. It's just been nonstop raining. Not a heavy rain, but since they left, it's just been continuous rain. And it's supposed to start raining again here in about 20 minutes. So I'm trying to get everything packed up. I'm going to go out, we're going to pull some metal from right next to right here and put it onto the trailer and take it. We're going to do a metal run. A guy down the street actually came by a couple of days ago and asked me if he could have all the metal that was in the front yard, that big pile. So that's all gone. I need to get rid of the stove. I need to make sure and put that on my metal pile today. And yeah, good times, good times. All right, so probably there's going to be a refrigerator here fairly soon. I've got a dedicated line for the refrigerator already installed, 20 amp running down to here. And that will just give us cold water and be able to refrigerate some foods and things. You know, it's July now, but it's not going to be hot forever. And in the not too far distant future, I'm going to need to either have that space livable or figure something out for what we're going to have for heating. And there's a number of other properties that have come into the question, and we'll see what happens with those within the next 30 days or so. Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't know exactly where this is going to fall in the video, but we're over 150 subscribers now, and that's amazing that many people actually want to watch any part of this. So thank you for coming along with me. And the kids are outside killing each other right now, so I've got to go, and I'll see you guys later. Well, I've been working in the shed, trying to get everything ready to go for air conditioning. The air conditioner that was down here does not work. I'm going to tear into it a little bit, see if I can get it working. But most likely I'm going to be getting a small one just to air condition the shed in here. To keep everything so that there's a place that when I bring the kids down here while I'm working, they've got a comfortable place to be. But for today, you can hear from the bugs, it's hot. And I've been trying to do other stuff while I waited for the shade to get a little deeper back here. So we can now fill in all of this line across here. And the first probably 8 or so feet of the line next to the house, I still got to investigate the cut sewer line. And we can fill in all the rest down to that side over there. I'm pretty well in the shade at this point. It's going to help a lot. So keep the real feel from being in the hundreds. Actual temperatures like, I don't know, 92, 93, something like that. So we're just gonna have to get it done and get this dirt back where it used to be. Hopefully without the largest of the rocks being at the very bottom on the conduit. And then we'll get this strapped to the house over here, strapped to the house over there, and get this walkable again. Now this trench over here, that's going to be the next project. It is going to be testing this well and seeing if we can get the well pump that's in there to work, produce water for us, and it might be as early as tomorrow. We'll see how the weather goes. We're supposed to have really serious storms here sometime within the next 3 hours or so. We had one that rolled through and just gushed for, I don't know, 30 seconds. So everything is extremely humid, but it's diggable and workable. So I'm going to get to it, and I want to say again thank you for everyone who's been following along with this project. I appreciate you guys. Now, as you can see, when I get down to the old grass, there's a slip layer that breaks away. So as long as I don't dig past that, it becomes a whole lot easier to get back in the hole. Everywhere that I haven't walked is much easier to shovel. I walked around a lot over here. If this shovel looks strange, it's because this is an excavation shovel that unfortunately I completely wore out the handle on the other one. So I put a long handle on it instead, ash, so I continue to use it. But I do miss that D-ring handle sometimes. Well, I keep getting notifications that it's going to rain, and it keeps missing us. It's sucking up a lot of the humidity, though. That's helping a lot. I'm going to come back over here. We're going to get some of this hole filled in next to the telephone pole, or power pole specifically. I don't think there's a telephone line on it anymore, although that might be internet. And then the shadow's getting pretty long over there, so then we'll go fill in the section next to the shed. And you know, I think I might just call it good after the trench today. But we'll see. You know, a lot of times I'm like, hey, I can do one more thing. Hey, I can do one more thing. And yeah, it's best to do it when I'm not walking around in mud out here. So here we go.